Hello and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a really long time since I've posted any new content. However, that changes today. In about a week or two, I will be attempting to thru hike the entire Arizona Trail. For those who are unfamiliar with this trail, it is an 800-mile continuous non-motorized path/trail that starts at the Mexico border, extends through the entire state of Arizona from south to north, and ends on the border of Utah. You can hike either direction, either south to north, north to south. I will be hiking south to north, often referred to as a NOBO or a northbound hike. The trail itself is extremely diverse. It goes through desert, grasslands, pine forest, alpine tundra, and in fact, it passes through the largest ponderosa pine forest anywhere in the world, as well as traverses the Grand Canyon. I hope you all will join me on this adventure. We're going to take one step at a time, one day at a time, and if all goes well, we will all end up in Utah together. Again, thanks for watching the videos. It means a lot to me, the support of everyone. It helps while on trail. Now, for those who are interested in my resupply strategy for food along the trail, stay tuned. I'm going to go over a little bit of that. I'm going to show you some of the food that I'm shipping to myself via the Postal Service. So we'll get to that here in just a second. But first, I am going to make a nice cup of coffee. So we'll see you in just a few minutes. Okay, I got my coffee. I'm gonna have a little sip here. That's pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the food that I'll be carrying along the trail and shipping to myself along the way. I'm not gonna delve too deeply into it, but it'll give you an idea of the types of foods that a thru hiker will carry. Some of the choices aren't always super healthy. There's a lot of carbs, a lot of sugar-laden food, but it keeps us going. And a lot of times when we get into town, we'll, pick up some fresh fruit or vegetables, or stop at a restaurant, have a salad, and, kind of try to offset it a little bit that way. So let's take a look at what we got. Okay, let's get to the food here. I'll just give you a quick pan of all of it laid out on the floor. My resupply boxes that I'll be sending along the way. Okay, let's just take a closer look at some of this. I plan on having a breakfast, a mid-morning snack, a lunch, a mid-afternoon snack, and a dinner, and then maybe a snack before bedtime. So for my lunches, it's going to be tuna with tortillas. I have not picked up the tortillas yet, but I plan on it. Always get the tuna with olive oil in it. The calories are going to be a lot higher, usually about 80 to 100 calories more. So these are meal to go, made by Green Belly. They're really good. It's just a dense type granola bar, but serving per container is 1, and that's 660 calories. You don't have to cook it, you just eat it. Pretty good flavor. Dark chocolate banana, cherry almond. I don't know, there's some other ones in there. Cranberry, something or other, but those seem to be pretty good. The other dinners are going to be these wild Zora meals. I didn't get a lot of them, but they're pretty good. Well, they're real good actually. And I know they're paleo meals. I didn't get them for that or the gluten-free, but they got a high protein count. Calories 420, but they're lower sodium than a lot of the dehydrated or freeze-dried meals. 490 milligrams, which seems like a lot, but for 3 ounces, we can look at this Mountain House meal is 3.8 ounces, but look at the sodium count on that. 1190 milligrams for that. 520 calories, so much higher. And I know we're going to be sweating a lot, but I try to keep the sodium down if possible. Okay, then we come over here to just some snacks. Got beef jerky for protein. Just every time I go to the store, I'll pick up, a few of these, so you're not buying it all at once. Some original beef and cheese sticks, and just some different beef jerkies. Okay, and then we got over here, we got these Lenny and Larry cookies. I took a lot of these on the John Muir Trail a few years ago. 16 grams of protein and different flavors, obviously. But this cookie, one cookie has 420 calories, so a lot of calories there. Not something you want to eat at home every day, but when you're burning whatever 5, 6, 7, 8,000 calories a day hiking, that's probably okay. And then we have various protein bars that I've picked up. Cliff bars, Builder bars, whatever. I got a lot of these Nature's Bakery fig bar, blueberry, only 200 calories, but they're good. And they have some various flavors. And they have these little bags of dark chocolate and peanuts, sweet and salty, just as a midday snack, or maybe before bed. Let's see, we got, sorry, peanut butter bar, not peanut, yeah, peanut bars. I don't know what the, 330 calories, so that's pretty good. Again, not the healthiest choice. Fruit snacks, like 80 calories a bag. Raisins, Twizzlers, probably my favorite, just as a treat. Big Papa pickle will be good when I'm feeling dehydrated, I'm sure. I'll probably eat that fairly quick because it's not super light. Anyway, speaking of dehydration, I found this big box of Pedialyte, which I'm going to use for keep my electrolytes in check. Strawberry freeze flavor, and I don't know, there's another one here. Berry frost, I think it is. So they are good. I just hope I don't get tired of them. There's 80 packets in there. And then the Noon sports tablet, same thing for electrolytes. I'm sure I'm going to be sweating a lot. Okay, this last pile of food is just a fun source of protein, I thought. Salt and lemon flavored grasshoppers. Those are going to be good, really good. And then roasted eel, chili flavor. I like spicy food. And I got quite a few bags of these, what they call squid shreds. Hot flavor. It's basically like just beef jerky, so squid jerky is what I like to call it. But those are really good. And then I've got a couple of these containers of spicy fish snack. They're just dried anchovies, flavored spicy anchovies. So, oh, those look good. Anyway, so that's kind of it for the food. It's not enough food, but I intend on buying food in the small towns and communities that I travel through. They do a lot to support the local thru hikers and then just the day hikers also. So it's always good to give back to the community in any way that you can. So I will be purchasing food and some motels along the way to support things like that. So, okay, my resupply boxes. This first box will be all loaded up with food, but it's just going to go in my pack, which I will ship through the airlines. Then I will mail this one, which will have 4.5 days of food in it, to Patagonia. That will get me to the next resupply point at Colossal Cave with 4 days of food, and it'll get me to the next one, so on and so forth. So Mount Lemmon, so I got Patagonia, Colossal Cave, Mount Lemmon, Kearney, And then Superior, Roosevelt Lake, that one's gonna have to have 7.5 days of food to get me to Pine. And then in Pine, I will be mailing another resupply box that has an additional pair of shoes in it with brand new insoles. They're new shoes, but they have about 100 miles on them. I broke them in a little bit, but the other ones are gonna surely be worn out at this 400 mile mark roughly. So from Roosevelt Lake, I will send this one to Mormon Lake, which will get me into Flagstaff. When I get into Flagstaff, I will go to the grocery store and buy enough food to get me to the next resupply, and I will mail one forward as well, probably to the Grand Canyon. So let's just take a quick look in one of these. It's got a few things besides food. Every 200 miles, I'm going to send out another pair of these Injinji toe sock liners. I wear these with another pair on top of them. Sunscreen, and then I have a bag of ibuprofen, multivitamin, chondroitin for joints and whatnot, and magnesium. It's a combination that works well for me, so that's what I'm going to keep doing. And, oh, these are just matcha tea packets I've got Benadryl, and this is the most important, Imodium. Because if you get a hold of some bad water, you will want Imodium to shut your system down. So, that is what we got. It's a work in progress. Still a lot left to do, and I leave pretty quick. Anyway, if you have additional questions, feel free to leave me a comment, and I will answer it as quickly as I can. And that is my resupply mess. Okay, that was my food resupply strategy for the trail. I will also be putting out a gear video. It should come out the middle of next week. And then the plan is to have the videos from the trail to begin on March 27th. If you would like, feel free to hit the subscribe button below. You can click on the bell icon. That way you will be notified each time I upload a new video. Again, I want to thank you all for watching the videos. I appreciate the support. Let's take on this adventure together and see if we can make it to Utah. Hope everyone has a great night, and we'll see you on the next video.